Windows to JEE main question number 1. O2 negative is diamagnetic because of paired electrons. So its configuration is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, then sigma 2pz2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2. Question number 2. Strongest hydrogen bonding takes place between HCOOH and CH3COOH because in these cases hydrogen is attached with oxygen. For example, HCOOH structure is this. So hydrogen is attached with oxygen. Similarly, in CH3COOH, hydrogen is attached with oxygen. So in both cases, hydrogen is attached with oxygen. That's why it can form hydrogen bond. But in other options, hydrogen is not attached with oxygen, fluorine or nitrogen. Question number 3. FeCl5 has 5 sigma bond and 0 lone pair. That's why 5 hybrid orbital, and because of 5 hybrid orbital, hybridization is sp3d. Question number 4. XeO3 is sp3 hybridized because it forms 3 sigma bond and after that it has 1 lone pair. So 4 hybrid orbital, that is sp3 hybridization. Question number 5. ClO2 negative is not linear because it has this structure. Now Cl has 7 valence electron, out of which 3 electron are used here. So we have 2 lone pair. So here 2 lone pair and 2 sigma bond. So hybridization is sp3 and because of 2 lone pair it is V bent. Question number 6. CuSO4.5H2O is existed as CuH2O whole 4 SO4.H2O. Now in this we have coordinate bond. So in this bracket wala part we have coordinate bond, and between this and this we have ionic bond, and this H2O will also form hydrogen bond with these. Obviously this H2O and these H2O can form hydrogen bond with each other. So it has hydrogen bond, covalent bond. Obviously between H2O, between SO4 we have covalent bond. Ionic bond, obviously between this bracket wala part and SO4 2 negative. So we have hydrogen bond, covalent bond, coordinate bond and ionic bond. 4 types of bond. Question number 7. PCl5 is polar because its dipole moment is not equal to 0. Dipole moment of lone pair will be in this direction. We can say it is mu2, and dipole moment of P and Cl bond will be in this direction and it is mu1. So here both dipole moment will not get cancelled out. That's why mu net is not equal to 0. Question number 8. Dipole moment of CO2 is 0 because in this case dipole moment will be at 180 degree. So mu net will be 0. Question number 9. SO3 is non-linear molecule because it is trigonal planar. As size of anion decreases, polarization decreases, that is covalent character decreases, or ionic character increases, or we can say melting point increases. Now in this case AgF has smallest F negative, that's why AgF will have greatest ionic character, or we can say highest melting point. Question number 11. As size of cation decreases or size of anion increases or charge on ions increases, polarization increases. So for greater polarization, size of anion should be high, size of cation should be low, and charge on ion should be high. In question number 12, we have to determine number of anti-bonding electrons in all three. So in O2 negative, we have 2 plus 2 plus 3. So basically 4 plus 3, 7 electrons. In this case, we have 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 anti-bonding electron. And in this case, we have 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4, 8. 8 anti-bonding electron. Question number 13. So H2O can form, each H2O molecule can form 4 hydrogen bond like this. So this H2O is forming 4 hydrogen bond, one with this H2O molecule, one with this H2O molecule, one with this, and one with this. Question number 14. So PCl3 has pyramidal shape because in PCl3 phosphorus has 5 valence electron. Out of these, 3 are used to form sigma bond. So 3 sigma bond and 1 lone pair. So number of hybrid orbital is 4, that is sp3 hybridization. So sp3 hybridization with 1 lone pair will give pyramidal shape, and to be more appropriate, it is trigonal pyramidal. Question number 15. Because of greater charge and small size of Al3 positive, AlCl3 is covalent. Question number 16. As percentage S character increases, electronegativity increases. That is, electronegativity of Sp is greater than of Sp2 is greater than of Sp3 is greater than of Sp3d, and so on. Question number 17. So N2 has 3 bond order, O2 has 2 bond order, F2 and Cl2 has 1 bond order. Now as bond order increases, bond length decreases. So smallest bond length will be 4 and 2. Question number 18. Now we have to determine number of sigma and pi bond in this molecule. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, we have 4 pi bond, and sigma will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sigma bond. Question number 19. Shape of XeF2 and CO2 is same. Their hybridization is different but shape is same. Let's see. So Xe has 8 electrons, out of which 2 are used to form sigma bond, so 2 sigma bond, and we have 3 lone pair, that is 5 hybrid orbital or sp3d hybridization. So geometry is trigonal bipyramidal, but 3 lone pair will be at equatorial position, that's why it is linear in shape. In the case of CO2, we have 2 sigma bond, 0 lone pair, that is sp hybridization, and geometry and shape in sp hybridization is linear. So CO2 and XeF2 has different hybridization, but shape will be same. Question number 20. Metals have lesser property. Now this is fact based question, so you have to remember metallic lesser takes place because of oscillation of loose electrons. Question number 21. NF3 is pyramidal. H3O positive is also pyramidal. So both of them are pyramidal. NO3 negative and BF3 are planar. Both of them are trigonal planar. So NF3 and H3O positive are isostructural. Similarly, NO3 negative and BF3 are also isostructural. Question number 22. SiF4 is tetrahedral, while SF4 is seesaw. It is sp3 hybridized, it is sp3 dehybridized with one lone pair, and that lone pair will be at equatorial position. So it is tetrahedral in shape, and it is seesaw in shape. So these are shape. Question number 23. The order of bond angle will be H2S is smaller than H2O is smaller than NH3 is smaller than SO3. In this case, bond order is almost 90 degree, while in this case the bond order is almost 120 degree. Question number 24. Now this is ether and this is alcohol. Both have same molecular formula, but in this case hydrogen is attached with carbon, so no hydrogen bonding. But in this case hydrogen is attached with oxygen, so obviously in this case hydrogen bonding takes place. So because of hydrogen bonding, boiling point of C2H5OH will be higher than CH3OCH3. So boiling point of alcohol is higher than boiling point of ether. That's why if we compare volatility, then volatility of CH3OCH3 will be higher than C2H5OH, or we can say ether are more volatile compared to alcohol. Question number 25. Bond order of NO is 2.5 while of NO positive is 3. So as bond order increases, bond length decreases. So obviously if we compare bond length, then bond length of NO will be greater than of NO positive. H3BO3 or boric acid has this structure. So boron has 3 valence electron. All 3 are used to form sigma bond. That's why for boron we have 3 sigma bond and 0 lone pair. So 3 hybrid orbital, or we can say it is sp2 hybridized. Now if you talk about oxygen, then oxygen here has 2 lone pair. Each oxygen has 2 lone pair. So 2 lone pair and two sigma bond. 2 sigma bond, 2 lone pair. So number of hybrid orbital is 4 and hybridization is sp3. Question number 27. The order of melting point will be this. Now here position of LiCl should be there according to lattice energy, but LiCl has greater polarization because of small size of Li positive, and due to that its covalent character increases, and because of increase in covalent character its ionic character decreases, and we can say melting point decreases. Question number 28. SF4 is seesaw with 1 lone pair. CF4 is tetrahedral with 0 lone pair, while XEF4 is square planar with 2 lone pair. Question number 29. O2 2 negative is diamagnetic because it does not have any unpaired electron. Its electronic configuration is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, sigma 2pz2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2, and pi star 2px2, pi star 2py2. So it does not have any unpaired electron, that's why it is diamagnetic. Question number 30. SF4 has seesaw structure. So lone pair will be at equatorial position. Now here this SF bond length and this SF bond length will be different. Obviously this SF bond length and this SF bond length will be same, and this SF bond length and this SF bond length will be same, but these equatorial and axial SF bond length will be different. We can say SF bond length of SF equatorial is not equal to bond length of SF axial. Question number 31. O2 2 negative is diamagnetic because its electronic configuration is this: sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, sigma 2pz2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2, pi star 2px2, pi star 2py2. So here all electrons are paired, that's why it is diamagnetic. Question number 32. Now as size of cation decreases and charge increases, polarization increases. So smallest size cation will be Be2 positive, so its polarization will be maximum, then Mg2 positive, then Ca2 positive, and all of them have greater charge compared to K positive. Simultaneously K positive is largest, obviously its polarization power will be minimum. Question number 33. When we goes from O2 to O2 positive, then bond order increases. Here bond order is 6 minus 2 by 2, that is 2. Here bond order is 6 minus 1 by 2, that is 2.5. So bond order increases, but O2 is paramagnetic and O2 positive is also paramagnetic. Means magnetic character remains same when we goes from O2 to O2 positive. Question number 34. For most strong hydrogen bond, hydrogen should be attached with fluorine through covalent bond. And the other element can be nitrogen, oxygen or fluorine. If it is attached with nitrogen through hydrogen bond, then it is strongest. Then if hydrogen bond is between hydrogen and oxygen, then it is weaker than this hydrogen bond. And if it is attached with fluorine, then it is weaker than these bonds. But still this hydrogen bond is stronger than other hydrogen bond when hydrogen is attached with oxygen or nitrogen. Question number 35. All of them have 14 electrons. That's why they are isoelectronic. Or we can say all of them have same number of electrons. That's why they are isoelectronic. Question number 36. Bond order of O2 2 positive will be 6 minus 0 by 2, that is 3. Of O2 positive will be 6 minus 1 by 2, that is 2.5. Of O2 negative is 6 minus 3 by 2, that is 1.5. And O2 2 negative is 6 minus 2 by 2, that is 6 minus 4 by 2, that is 1. So bond length will follow this order. Question number 37. CO is diamagnetic. Its electronic configuration is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, then pi 2px2, pi 2py2, then sigma 2pz2, then sigma star 2s2. So it has paired electron. Here all electrons are paired, that's why it is diamagnetic.